with the number 3 overall selection in the 2021 NFL Draft, the 49ers will select North Dakota State quarterback Trey Lance. I like Trey Lance. Yeah, here's my thing on it.
I'm surprised.
I was very in on Justin Fields for the majority of the pre-draft lead up. And I guess I want to stay a little consistent too, because I did just drop a video on the subject last week where I said Trey Lance as well. I told the viewers I might go back and forth on this one all the way up until draft day, but I'm going with Trey Lance on this one. I'm staying consistent because I feel like he fits the timeline the best for what the Niners are doing. They've made this commitment to having Jimmy Garoppolo on the roster for 2021. And if Jimmy is healthy and if he is on the field, the Niners can still win games. They can still compete, and they still can be a Super Bowl contender. With Trey Lance, everyone who has talked about the guy has said he's been more of a developmental prospect. May take a year. It's not going to be right away. It's not like you put him in week 1, have him start against the Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks, Rams, and just see what happens. So I feel as though he fits the timeline the best. I like his skill set. I think he makes good decisions with the football. Obviously, he has that one statistically crazy year where he threw 20, 30-plus touchdowns, no interceptions. So I think the fact that he makes good decisions is always going to be something that Kyle's going to like. I like that he's got a big arm, mobile. The only thing I don't like is how he's mobile. I see him trying to barrel through defenders a lot, and that's obviously something you don't want to see from a quarterback at the NFL level, at least not for very long. So I think that could be worked on. But I'm overall team not Mac Jones here. So as long as it's Justin Fields or Trey Lance, I'm okay with it. But I'm going with Trey Lance on episode 92 of the Slumpbuster Podcast. Put it in stone. All right. Kunal, we're going to pick 4 here.
Wait. I want to talk about pick 3 first. Because,
it's an interesting subject.
It is. I was going to ask you if it was between Justin Fields or Mac Jones. But why would the Niners trade up so high for getting like the 4th ranked quarterback in the draft class?
Yeah. Okay. So are you saying you think Trey Lance is the 4th ranked quarterback out of that?
I think Trey Lance is the 4th ranked quarterback, and then Mac Jones. So that's why I would have them taking Justin Fields. But I get what you're saying. He's a project, and I completely agree. If Garoppolo is healthy, you guys are a solid team.
Yeah. I think the way I kind of rationalize it is I think that the base skill set for Trey Lance is higher than Mac Jones long term. And I've made that same argument for Mac Jones. Why would the Niners trade all this draft assets to select Mac Jones, who I believe if Mac falls past the Niners, he could free fall in this draft. Honestly, I think there's a lot of teams that look at him as more of an early 2nd round pick. And somehow the Niners have just been connected to him in such a way, in the same way that Kirk Cousins always gets connected to the Niners for whatever godforsaken reason. I believe
Kyle Shanahan.
Exactly. I believe that's the way that I think Trey Lance just has a lot that people like. I like too when I've heard the story about him too. Justin Fields, obviously he fought for football. He fought to get the Big Ten going. But you hear about Trey Lance's story. He wasn't even recruited to be a quarterback coming out of high school. He wanted to go to Minnesota as like his home school, like university. They didn't offer him. They said, well, we could give you a safety scholarship. And he's like, no, I want to play quarterback. I like that belief in himself. And I think that kind of leadership, I think that kind of being a big personality, I hear he's a loud talker. I think he really commands respect in the locker room. And I think that's the kind of stuff that the Niners in particular, like their guys like George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk tend to respond to. And I think a guy like specifically John Lynch, former safety, Hall of Fame safety, can definitely like connect with a guy like Trey Lance.
Well, I mean, his upside is definitely like it's there. Like he has Josh Allen like type. Yeah, he has like Josh Allen type like comparisons if he works on his game and develops. And sitting behind like a great offensive mind like Kyle Shanahan and learning from him, he'll definitely be any quarterback you guys select. I think has the like potential to succeed just because of coaching and the system and the offensive weapons you guys hold.
Like you said, if it's Justin Fields at 3 as well, I am not crying. I am actually going to bed happy that night as well. But
not
I'm just
Mac
saying,
Jones.
I'm leaning Trey Lance. Yeah, Mac Jones. That's been giving me nightmares. I think I might have to start carrying around a flask if I hear Mac Jones called on Thursday night.